current Buruli ulcer control strategy aims at achieving three main things. The first is a reduction in disease morbidity, a reduction in disability, and reduction in the socio-economic burden of the disease. And to achieve this, certain activities have been highlighted or outlined. The first of them is community level activities. These include going out and doing outreach activities to find the cases early, but even when these cases are found, you need diagnostic confirmation. Secondly, standardized case management, where the cases come to clinic and need to be given treatment. There too, diagnostic confirmation is required so that early treatment can be administered to the patient.
This newly developed diagnostic test for Buruli ulcer, which we've named MURPA, is a simple DNA amplification technique that uses a single temperature to achieve the amplification. What we've done is to put this system on a mobile laboratory platform so that it can easily be done at the point of treating the patient. This mobile laboratory platform has been set up to house all the equipment that you need for DNA extraction in one suitcase, and the devices you need for the amplification and detection in another suitcase. This makes it very portable and can be carried from one place to the other and can easily be done at the point of treating the patient, making you get timely results for managing the cases.
Step 1. Sample collection. 200 microliters of lysis buffer is pre-aliquoted in 1.5 milliliter tube. For fine needle aspirate sample, rinse contents of syringe and needle directly in the lysis buffer. For swab sample, immerse the whole cotton bulb in lysis buffer, swell and press against the inner side of the tube to release soaked liquid. Step 2. DNA extraction suitcase 1. In this suitcase we have pipettes, 1100 microliter pipette tips, 1.5 milliliter tube, vortex, heat block, centrifuge, microtube rack, disinfectant, gloves, waste bin, extraction reagents. Before starting, ensure that you're wearing the correct protective clothing. Incubate samples at 95 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes with heat block. Add equal volume of neutralization buffer, vortex to mix. Centrifuge for 2 minutes. Use 5 microliters of supernatant for RPA. Step 3. DNA amplification and detection, suitcase 2. In this suitcase, we have detection device, pipettes, 110 microliter pipette tips, 1.5 milliliter tube, vortex, centrifuge, microtube rack, disinfectant, gloves, waste bin, sterile DNase, RNase, free water, primers and probe, RPA reagents, positive control DNA extraction control sample, permanent marker pen. Before starting, ensure that you're wearing fresh protective clothing for this workplace. Switch on device so that it reaches the desired temperature. Write down your master mix recipe based on the number of samples. Label a 1.5 milliliter tube for your master mix. In your master mix tube, add your primers and probes, rehydration buffer and water. Vortex the mix and centrifuge briefly. Take out your strip twist amp exo reagent and mark one end using a permanent marker pen so that you can orient the strip. Place the strip in an appropriate rack and remove the cap. Place the cap inverted next to the strip. Add 42.5 microliters of your master mix to each tube, pipetting to mix. Add 5 microliters of your sample, negative extraction control, positive DNA control, and water as no template control to the respective tubes. Add 2.5 microliters magnesium acetate supplied with a kit to the inverted strip caps. Place the cap on the tubes, centrifuge the tubes briefly and vigorously invert 8 to 10 times to mix. Centrifuge briefly and place in your detection device and start for 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, remove the tubes and vigorously invert 8 to 10 times to mix. Centrifuge briefly and replace in the detection device. Continue incubation for a further 11 minutes. Note that the positive control has a clear exponential amplification curve with no amplification in the negative controls. The benefits of MURPA system. Comparing the costs, where PCR costs $20 US, MURPA is estimated to cost about $10 US per test. Highly sensitive and specific for diagnosis of M. ulcerians than all tests available that have been used at the district health facility level. Very portable and can be easily moved from one place to another when needed. The MURPA assay represents an alternative to PCR, especially in areas with limited infrastructure.